Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I'm George. We're all George. So today I want to talk about these crypto altcoins that will make millionaires in 2024. Today is actually a really good time to be picking up. We had some weakness today. So I'm going to talk about why and why we will just ignore, or not ignore, we'll just forget about it in a couple of days as the new year is here. So let's talk about everything. Let's talk about these specific altcoins, and let's talk about a little bit about Bitcoin as well. All right, let's do this. If I get my screen up. Welcome, guys. Look at Bitcoin. Okay, it's holding right above this 42.1, right? We're a little bit higher, 42.5. Now, why do we have a little weakness today? I talked about it this morning. There's a huge options expirations tomorrow, 10 billion worth. And the bears do not want to get wrecked. They want to drive Bitcoin's price under 42,000 to minimize losses. But right now, seems like they're losing that battle. They tried and tried and tried. They tried to push Bitcoin below several times, but they are unsuccessful, which means after tomorrow, these large institutions, these large whales that put their predictions at 42,000 or below, 41, whatever they put it at, right? Whatever contracts they bought, will end up wrecking them, okay? I think that's the reason why we're showing some weakness today, compounded by the fact that memes also took a huge dip today, right? So we had a little bit of weakness, but what have I been saying for a long time, right? Whenever there's weakness, whenever there's FUD, especially now, this is time to be more greedy. This is not time to be conservative. This is time to take advantage, right, and prepare for what's coming in 2024. So today was an awesome day to be accumulating more, DCAing more, especially into some of our favorite altcoins out there that we know is going to have an explosive year in 2024. And not only that, then we have 2025 too. So things are going to be so much better, and it's right around the corner. We just have to make it through today and tomorrow, basically, and we're right there. Now, before I get into the altcoins that will make a ton of millionaires in 2024, just know that things are moving according to plan on Bitcoin's side. You have Hashdex, you have ARK Invest, you have BlackRock that have all made their final amendments to their spot ETFs. The SEC demanded all these fund managers to make final revisions before the 29th, and that's tomorrow. It's the last Friday of this month, the last trading day, okay, of this year. At least for stocks, not for crypto. Crypto's 24/7. But, tomorrow's a big day. So this is still on track, and it looks like this is going to happen by January 10th of 2024. We've been talking about it a lot. But right now, it doesn't seem like anything's going to stop this. Another reason why 2024 is going to be absolutely fantastic. And even though today it looked like it was a little weak, the bears trying to drive Bitcoin's price down. But know that behind the scenes, these big boys, they're not scared. They continue to buy up hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin behind the scenes. Like clockwork, they just don't care, and they just keep buying and buying and buying and buying and buying, right? Look at this guy, just on the 28th, bought 1,000 Bitcoin, then another 1,000 Bitcoin, then another 1,000 Bitcoin, then another 1,000 Bitcoin, and then bought Even more. No, I was sorry. I looked at the balance. Oops. He did buy a lot though. 29, 22, 21, 110, and 1,500. So overall, he bought what? 1,800 Bitcoins? That's a lot. That's a lot. These big guys, these big whales continue to buy because they know what's coming, just like you and I. Well, anyone watching me for a while knows what's coming. 2024 is going to be absolutely fantastic. But in case you need a little bit more reassurance, okay, this is what happened previously. First cycle, after hitting this specific point, Bitcoin went up 96x. And then the second cycle went up 35x. This last cycle before this one, we went up 7x. And this time around, can we do another 7x, 6x, 5x? Even 5x from here pushes Bitcoin well above $200,000, right? And we're at that point right now. So again, 2024 and 2025 are going to be absolutely fantastic. So today, the best way to look at today is, yeah, today's a pretty good day to DCA. Today is a great day to DCA, not only for Bitcoin, but especially into some of these altcoins that showed real weakness over the past day or two, right? Today, it's a great day. All right, let me talk about some of them, right? Enough about Bitcoin. Let's talk about some of these alts that have sold off, but I think they're going to do fantastic in 2024, and they will definitely make a lot of new millionaires in 2024, okay? And a lot of you guys know about these. A lot of you guys don't, but let's start out with one of my favorites. That is Solana. Solana went up 900%. Okay, think about that. 900% in 2023. Think about what they're going to do in 2024. And there's good reason for it. Because activity, volume, sales, memes are all driving Solana upwards. Okay, right now it's about 104. It took a breather over the last few days. Still up for the week. Still way up for 30 days, way up 90 days, and year to date, 949%. Can it do another 949% in 2024, driving it to possibly $1,000 by the end of 2024? It seems like that's impossible. But you know, the way it's going, it certainly can happen. Right? And that's only 2024. Let's not forget, the end of the cycle is 2025, not 2024. But right now, Solana is breaking a lot of records, its own records, and breaking a lot of Ethereum's records too. DEX volume is skyrocketing. People are trading. A ton of activity, right, within the Solana's ecosystem. Now, a lot of that was driven by memes, right? And I think that's not going to stop. But this was posted a week ago, Solana surpassing Ethereum's 7-day DEX volume for the first time in history. That's very significant because no other crypto has ever done this to surpass Ethereum, right? So that's a big moment. So I decided to look it up today. Okay, so if you're going on DeFi Llama, you look at volume, you look at 24-hour, yeah, Solana came down a little bit. 1.1 versus 2. Let's see if I can zoom in here. So 24-hour, it is not higher than Ethereum. But if you look at the last 7-day, sure enough, 10.368 billion versus 10.06 billion. So that is how strong Solana is. It has the potential to surpass Ethereum, right? So it's pretty amazing. NFT volume also, look at it over here. Bitcoin's NFT volume is skyrocketing right now because of ordinals. But look at number 2, Ethereum, and look at number 3, Solana. And then look at number 4, which is a distant fourth, Polygon. But right now, They're very, very close. That's the last 24 hours. But if you go last 7 days, guess what? What? Well, where did it go? Oops. It just disappeared. But they were up there. I don't know how that changed. It just removed them all. Okay. Well, that came out wrong. But it was neck and neck. Basically, it was neck and neck. But right now, you can see Bitcoin is top dog, Ethereum, and Solana. Solana is not too far off, right? And as for itself, it's setting records for monthly new and active addresses. There are way more volumes on Solana right now than ever before, and even compared to Ethereum, right? So it's hitting on all cylinders right now. So that's why, even though it's down from its peak of like 120 recently, at 104, 100, wherever it may be, it's still looking very, very attractive because I don't think it's going to stop. And let's not forget about memes, okay? Bonk, which did take a breather recently, but it overtook SHIB and Dogecoin volumes already. Think about that. SHIB and Doge has been around. Well, SHIB has been around from 2021. Doge has been around like since 2016. They have been completely stagnant in 2023. And someone like Bonk just came and took everything over. It's not as big yet, but because of Bonk, the memes on Solana just started skyrocketing, right? Even though they took a breather recently, I don't think that trend is going to stop. If you look at all the new memes, they're all being listed on Solana at this point, right? So Solana is definitely one that I feel like is going to have a huge year. Can they have a 10x year in 2024? I think they can. So I think number one is Solana. Now, outside of Solana, we have Injective. But you know what? They're combining with Solana right now. So Solana has name service. Name service is going to be integrated in Injective, enabling both .sol and Injet, whatever you say, .inj domains to be used on Injective. So Injective is the second one I want to talk about. It also had a crazy 2023. Where is Injective? Injective had 2,751%. 27x in 2023. Can it do something like that? Another 20x or 27x? Well, seeing how they're only at 3 billion versus Solana's 41 billion, yeah, they could certainly do that again because they're making all the right moves. Okay, so they're out of Cosmos, very fast, very scalable. They just moved to Injective 2, but they're making partnerships with Solana, integrating their name service. Not only that, they're introducing in SVM, which basically enables Solana devs to deploy Solana contracts and dApps on Injective. And they also did this within EVM too. So they're making all the right moves to entice not only Ethereum devs, but Solana devs to come aboard Injective, which is actually really smart if you think about it, right? So they're making big moves. Obviously, their users, their volume are going up. There's a lot of enthusiasm over Injective right now. Their gas fees is among the lowest in the space. I mean, basically zero. It's near zero. Okay. And they have their burning mechanism, which they improved for 2.0. They had a sort of okay burning system in Injective 1, but now Injective 2, they made a big emphasis on burning because they're evolving beyond just DeFi. So that's the big thing. And they're still trying to burn more. So overall, Injective is looking very, very poised to do great things in 2023, just like Solana. One of the biggest winners of 2023 could be one of the biggest winners in 2024. Now, the last one I'll talk about, another one that I really love, Avalanche. Avalanche had a huge 2023 as well. One of the big winners. It's right up there in the top 10. Went up 270% in 2023. Can they do something similar in 2024? Most certainly. Especially, actually, they have the potential to go a lot higher than that. And the reason being, Avalanche right now is really concentrating on games. Games, and more games. And we're not talking about just like normal games. We're talking about like AAA games. People want to play really good games, and that's what all these new game makers, what they're doing. They're taking their experience from Web 2 and they're applying Web 3 elements to it. And, Avalanche is taking advantage. So they're onboarded. They have onboarded a lot, but they're going to onboard even more, right? And games have potential to bring in millions and millions and millions of people into the space. They won't even know that they're playing games, right? But regardless, we need them. We need people to come into the space, right? And if AVAX is successful at bringing millions of users into space, they will be super, super successful. So they got a ton of these AAA games. They have existing games like DeFi Kingdoms that's been around forever that's also getting hot once again. But in addition, all the network activity, like everything else I said about Solana, Injective, you're talking about active addresses, total transactions, everything is going upwards. Staking ratio also going up to 61%, which is quite impressive. They were in like the 40s before. Now up to 60%, which is great. Monthly active users, all-time high, skyrocketing right now, right? Because of the games. And they have a lot of subnets too. They're onboarding a ton of new subnets. They want, their end game is to have 10,000 subnets, right? Comprised of games, DeFi, institutions. So they're looking pretty good. Hubble Exchange also launched their own subnet as well on Avalanche, right? So Avalanche is like a layer 0, kind of like Cosmos right now, but yeah, they're doing great things right now. Great things, and they have a relationship with Beam and Immutable, right? Which is awesome. Beam has a huge subnet. They're also huge in gaming. Avalanche wants to lead in the gaming sector. So, looking good too. They're going to have a fantastic 2024 as well. All right, so that's what I want to talk about today. These three, Solana, Injective, Avalanche, they all had great 2023s. They all took a breather recently over the last few days. But I think it's a great time to be picking up because in 2024, there's no doubt they're going to all have fantastic years. And we'll make a lot of people millions. All right, let's do some Q&A. My studio should sound better because I soundproofed the walls today. I finally got my panels, put it up. Should sound much better now, less echoey. And I improved my light situation, so this camera should look better now. You know what, I'm gonna move this camera over here. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm centered. Yeah, now this camera looks good too. All right, I missed a lot of super chats above. Let me scroll up. Someone is still asking about Litecoin. ZC Productions. Snack Twitter says 1,000 likes on their post and Snack Game launches tomorrow. Also listed a few exchanges. Hope you like the Snack Energy. Tomorrow's game time. You know what? The funny thing is, Snack was one of the strongest memes. Until today, they fell like 30%. I think those exchange listings, you got to be careful with them. I even talked to one of the team members today. I'm like, hey, you gotta stick with them. A lot of times these exchanges, you don't know what they're doing, right? But Snack, I like them. I think they're going to do very well in 2024 as well. Chris Topher, new member. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Where do you see Solana end of 2025? Fire down below. Well, considering I think they could hit 1,000 in 2024, who knows what they could hit in 2025. I don't think they're going to go another 10x from 1,000 to 10,000 in 2025, but you know, maybe they could do a 2x, a 3x from there. Would not be unreasonable. Wow, there are still XRP bulls in here. Are there XRP bulls? I have the most educational video ever created about XRP. In case any of the XRP bulls need a little boost, I can help with that. Chris is asking, Redcoin had a fake pump that made my portfolio 30 million today. Coin market cap went to 1.007 to 350. So exciting, but I knew it was fake. I was at work, got on exchange when I got home, fake pump. Yeah, too bad. You know, even with those fake pumps, had you put some sell orders, you could have made money. But you know, usually with those kind of mistakes, the exchange will just like ask for their money back. So even if you sold and transferred out, they'll probably sue you. But you know, it was fun while it lasted, I guess. Skillful DSL said $8 sold was a gift. So glad I took advantage of it. And that was only 1 year ago. And something the Feezy said, I so glad I bought AVAX at 9. Right? Again, you get rewarded. You go against a herd. Sometimes when everyone is telling you to sell, that's when you buy. You buy low and you sell high. That's it. All right, I missed a lot here. What about Demo? What about it? Someone asked it the other day. I don't know too much about it. Can you break down the newest AVAX tweet, please? They are saying they're going to buy cock. I don't think they said that. There we go. Avalanche Foundation intends to start using culture catalysts to recognize and encourage the culture and fun symbolized by meme coins by purchasing select Avalanche-based meme to create a collection. This move complements the Avalanche Foundation ongoing across. I guess that sounds like exactly what it sounds like. They're going to start buying memes like cock because they feel like they don't have enough cock. I support it. Why not? Basically, they want to support their own, right? It would be, I don't know why they don't say, you know, we're going to start buying tokens of like games, right? You know, that would make more sense. But, you know, if they want to buy a lot of memes and put in their collection, why not? Any thoughts on where BTC dominance will go from here? I have no idea. No idea. It's hovering around 50, so it could stay there for a while. It could stay there for quite a while. Is Yearn a good project? I don't. I'll just say neutral. I'm missing a lot of here. ICP. Peter, I'm not a fan of ICP. Not a fan. What are your thoughts on Filecoin and Comp? What's Comp? Compound? I'm not a fan of either one. I like Arweave better than Filecoin, and I like Aave better than Compound. Crypto Creme. Very bullish this year on Sol and Injective. Love the content, sharing content with my closest friends and fam. Awesome, appreciate that. Make sure they subscribe to the Holders Herald, which is absolutely free. A lot of good alpha there. And also, check out Patreon, because there's definitely a lot of good alpha there. A lot of charts that have come true, and a lot of new intros into projects that have pumped soon after. So I'm doing what I can to give you guys all the information you need to succeed in this market, to not only attain financial freedom, maybe life-changing wealth or wife-changing wealth, and hopefully become millionaires in the process too. Is Kathy Wood a Solana bull? Excited about 2024? I don't know if she is. She's been name dropping Solana a lot recently, so I don't know if she is or not. She's a big Bitcoin bull and sort of Ethereum bull, but maybe she's going to turn into Solana bull. Switch lanes. I finally drove the CA on a track at a performance driving school. Have you driven on a track? Yes, but not officially. I was like following like a driver, but we still got up pretty fast. It was my first time driving. It's pretty cool, but you know, not solo yet. I do want to do a lot more track time in 2024. WorldCoin and Future Catalyst. Ooh, I'll stay far away from WorldCoin. Is that the one? That's the one by Altman, right? It's like a surveillance thing, or is it another one? I don't know. I get confused which one's which. Yeah, the WorldCoin I would stay far away from. It's just like surveillance. Titanics. I have no idea what Titanics is. It doesn't even show up. Titanex. Have you heard of Fab Welt on BSC? They have a game out like Call of Duty, 3 million. Also, Catena has a P2E in beta now, a sleeper. I don't know much about games on BSC. I don't hear a lot about games on BSC. Let's just check this one out here. Are these done though? Or there's like work in progress? That's the thing. See, like this looks awesome. This does not look awesome. This does not look like a AAA game. Yeah. Not a AAA game. I don't know. They could do well, I guess, but not on the same level as some of the games on Avalanche. Slim York, okay. Balls Inu dropped last night. Doc's team Avalanche gem. One of my team members already told me about balls. So you could get cock and balls. I don't know. Jamal, super chat, $20. Thank you. Don't let days like today scare you guys, okay? There's most things are in the red right now. After a day or two, like Cardano's down pretty big. Chainlink is down pretty big. Today, Optimism is down pretty big. Even Injective and Solana, Avalanche. There's a lot of things down, okay? But just know that they turn around just as fast. And today, I think it's just pretty artificial. I think it's because the whales are trying to drive Bitcoin down below 42,000 before the option expiration. But we all know 2024 is just going to be absolutely fantastic. There's no reason to be scared at this point, okay? There really isn't, especially even without the SPY ETFs. Just remove that from the picture. We still have the halving event. We have the halving event coming up. Randy asked, did you hear about Pierce Brosnan got in trouble at Yellowstone? No, I did not. I did not. A lot of you guys know I took a picture with him on a plane recently. He didn't really want to take that picture, to be honest, but whatever. I'm like, I gotta get it. Rate cuts, dude. Why do rate cuts bother you? Rate cuts are a good thing, and that's also coming next year. I think that's going to come more like June, July timeframe. It could come sooner, which would be amazing, but I don't think it's going to happen that soon. I think it's going to be like around right after the halving event. So within the first 6 months, we're going to have ETFs, halving, and rate cuts within the first 6 months of 2024. Jamal, new member, welcome. What do you think about Render? Render's not an AI yet. People think it is, but it's not. Okay, but I think they have a sort of light relationship with Apple. They do GPU sharing. You can make some money by renting out a GPU, but until they truly get into AI, I'm not gonna be that bullish on them. But they're already big, right? They're already pretty big. Please warn folks about crooked AI commercials. I have no idea what crooked AI commercials you're talking about. But there's a lot of crypto scam ads all the time. People said, oh, there's XRP scam ad right before your video. If you see a scam ad on YouTube, just go ahead and hit that report button. Do you like Arbitrum? I do. I do like Arbitrum. Arbitrum started off really, really strong, and then they got weaker, and then Optimism kind of stole their thunder. But if you look at their TVL, okay, Arbitrum is up there, 2.5 billion. Optimism about 900. Solana is 1.37 billion, so they have more TVL than Solana, but Solana's climbing up really quickly. Polygon 900, Avalanche 900. Yeah, I like Arbitrum, but I do recognize Optimism has all the attention right now. Christopher Waltz, appreciate that, man. Street approved custom LLC, big super chat. Made a lot of money off of following your lead. I'm looking forward to 2024. Thank you, my man. Thank you for your support, and I hope you make millions in 2024. I honestly think I'm so bullish about 2024. We are so set. 2023 has surpassed all expectations, I believe. And I think 2024 will do the same. As bullish as I think 2024 is going to be, it could be even more bullish. We just can't predict how much money will be flowing in, right? It could be absolutely just mind-boggling. Salutes from Cock and Kimball, AVAX community. Well, I'm curious, because people point this out, whether or not they will buy Cock And Kimbo, I don't think they'll go buy Kimbo. He's too small. Select-based meme coins, right? Like, what does that mean? Probably the biggest ones, like Cock Inu. What meme team do you think is doing the best? I don't know. Personally, I have to say Snack. We're not waiting for Elon Paris Hilton to talk about us. Are you with the team or are you just community members? You seem like you're shilling Snack a lot. Even though I do like Snack, I don't even shill as much as you do. But I do think that the team is great. I've said that, you know. I've said the team doesn't seem like they're in it just for pump and dumping. They're actually trying to build it out to be a fantastic project, which is great. And I like what they're doing for Cardano, because Cardano is such a boring chain. To have some, you know, to have some excitement within the ecosystem is awesome. Electy, I try to explain cock meme to my mom. Wait until she hears about balls. Render isn't full-fledged AI yet. Right now it's mainly for training the machine learning models. Well, I guess that's a step in the right direction. I didn't even know they'd gone that far. ICP is a serious project at a super low price, but it's extremely centralized. Extremely centralized. Like 80% of the tokens are held by the team, treasury insiders. BTC usually peaks in run-ups or after halving. Of course, after halving, man. This 96x, 35x, 7x, that's all after the halving event. That's not prior. That's not before. You have a recovery before the halving event, leading up to it, and then you have the parabolic phase afterwards. Jamal, what are your thoughts about Solomante on Solana? And what do you think Solana will start blowing up early January? It already blew up, man. It's been blowing up, and it's going to continue to blow up. It took a big breather recently. I think it's ready, locked and loaded. It's going to have fantastic 24/4. That's why I listed it as one of the coins today. That'll make a lot of millionaires in 2024. Do you think, Camden, do you think there'll be much of a pullback before halving? Traditionally, there's been that 120-day pullback beforehand, but this time it's different. No, it only happened last time because of COVID. If you look at the prior cycle, we didn't have that big pullback. We only had that pullback last cycle because of COVID. So I don't think we're going to have a huge pullback, if any, especially if we get ETFs right before the halving event. Do you think Coinbase will eventually flip Binance after ETFs and sometime past it there will be custodian for Airflow's largest investment firms? I don't know. Eventually, yes, Coinbase can flip Binance eventually. I don't think anytime soon, but yeah, eventually. They are already the largest custodian for almost all the institutions. I'm not buying Kimbo while I'm speaking. Russo, if you've been a long time follower, you don't need to ask me thoughts on VeChain. You already know what I know and what I'm thinking, and I like VeChain. Too bad. We recently had a spaces that I missed because I had some family obligations, but they were talking about, overall their partnership with the UFC and so forth. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But overall, I think they need to get more into like, DeFi and NFTs and even memes. If there's a meme on VeChain, that could probably help them a lot. Snack holders going up. Besides price as support, don't get manipulated by whales. Today was just a bad day for memes, but I think they're going to all come back. Snack was down like 30% today, so they're coming back a little bit, minus 27%. I think a lot of exchanges like dumped today too. That's what I theorize. You got Bonk that, hey, Bonk is coming up in a big way. Maybe after that, Solana is coming back up, so it makes sense. Cock also went down a lot, but then look at that. Look at this. See, this is why you never want to give up on Cock, because you just don't know when it'll pump. But they were down like 30 or 40, 50%, and now they're up and they're only down 5%. Yeah, today was not a good day for memes, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Jitto, liquid staking. I mean, I know they're weaker because everyone's just selling off their free airdrop tokens, right? But I think as Solana's ecosystem gets stronger, someone like Jitto will rise once again. Wagme game still goodbye. Yes, I've been meaning to get with Scott again, but they just sold out all their founders packs. So they just launched in New Zealand. They're going to do a complete launch soon, a global launch soon. I think Gala still option 2024. Yeah, but someone told me like Gala launched a separate Gala Music. I think this is a mistake. No reason why they need to launch another token. They could have just put everything under Gala. So I really don't like that move at all. Top 3 narratives for bull run. Okay, you don't need any narratives. It always happens like clockwork. We have the halving event that always drives Bitcoin higher. We have amazing fundamentals, best in Bitcoin's history. We have spot ETFs. We have rate cuts. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Thoughts on Hong Kong Asian market ETF? You think the EU market will follow? In the EU, they have a lot of ETPs already, which are similar to ETFs, but there's just not a whole lot of volume there. Wall Street's volume is just crazy. So that's why the US having spot ETFs is it's going to be a main driver. But yeah, if Hong Kong gets spot ETFs, they're looking for applications right now too. That could be absolutely huge as well. Yeah, I mean, it's the more people, the more ways that people can buy in, the better. And that's what ETFs do. There's a whole bunch of funds that can't really buy Bitcoin directly. So the next best thing is to buy ETFs. Have you heard of Crazy Frog Coin? Surely everyone remembers the Crazy Frog song. I have no idea what Crazy Frog song you're talking about. Zero idea. Do you think Sheep could do an 8x in 2024? Yes. And the reason being, they were like 8x higher. So can they do an 8x to get back to their previous high? Yes. But man, they just been so painfully slow in 2023. Sonny asks, my portfolio has 43 coins in the top 100, it's only 100K. Can my portfolio do 10x? Of course, it's possible. I don't know what you have. But most things in the top 100, most projects here listed in the top 100 have potential to do at least 10x. At least 10x. A lot of these, especially in the mid caps, small caps, will do way more than 10x. 15, 20, 30, 40x. Even some of these big caps have potential to do 10, 15, 20x. As far-fetched as that sounds, Like you look at someone Solana, and you're like, it's 45 billion. Can I do a 10x to 450 billion? Can I do a 10x from that to do 4 trillion, right? Remember everything, the market cap values in cryptos, it's not artificially, but it's really inflated, right? So it's not like it really has like 4 trillion in there if it does 100x, but yeah, we have seen crazier things happen. We have seen much crazier things happen in bull runs, and this time around, we're gonna get more money flowing into the space than ever before. And I think by the time 2025 rolls around, man, it's gonna be wild. When you look at the market cap of everything, Bitcoin could be at like, I don't know, it could be at 5 trillion, and ETH could be at I don't know, 1 trillion or 2, and Solana could be at, close to 1 trillion, and all these will be so high. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Today was extra long. Overall, guys, just want to let you guys know, do not be scared. Do not be frightened by these dips. They happen. Consolidation happens, and sometimes manipulation happens. Sometimes these whales want to scare you. At this point in time, there's no reason to be scared. 2024 is going to be absolutely fantastic. A lot of people will make a lot of money. There will be new millionaires created, right? So stay strong, my friends. I listed 3 altcoins that I think will do very well, and I'll continue to give you guys more alpha on other coins that I think will be doing really well in 2024. So make sure you tune in. Tomorrow, Friday, big day. Let's see what happens. Tune in 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one. Take care. Oops, did my camera freeze? I think my camera froze. My camera froze. Okay, have a good one. I'll see you guys.